Hey guys, happy Monday. And this is the start of our 4th week of this cycle, this summer cycle. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying this little switch up in programming that we have. And so per usual of the last 3 weeks, what we'll do is we'll most likely for bigger classes start in groups, but you guys will have a back squat, you guys have a front plank, and then you guys will have a bench press, all right? So with the back squats, the thing that we gotta remember or consider, the feet needs to be flat. When we come down, we wanna drive the knees out, keep the chest up, and keep the whole foot connected to the floor. I know a lot of people think about like heels, but you really want that whole foot to be connected to the floor so you can use the most, your legs in the most advantageous position, all right? So I'll get set up for this back squat and I'll do a couple of those. So what'll happen here, guys, we'll come in, we'll just take a step back. I can come over more clear in the camera. Get this side profile. So when we travel back and down, the knees go out, the chest stays tall. Create tension in the barbell. All right. And what you guys might have heard through the mic is me really focus on that breath. All right, so you guys really want to think about a general rule of thumb. Anytime you guys are moving, you might likely want to be holding your breath. And then as you guys are finishing the movement or the completion of the movement, exhale and try to time it so you're out of air by the time you get to the top. So after we get done with that, we'll go into this front plank. You guys can do this one of two ways. You guys can go a tall push-up plank. So this tall plank or this short plank, right? So the tall plank is just here, right, stacking the arms. And let's not try to round the back, but we can widen the shoulders. You see the difference? This is me arching the back. This is me widening the shoulders, creating more tension. That's completely fine. And then the same way, get some shoulders into it. So sinking the hips, not necessarily ideal. And working that way. So you guys got 40 seconds there, and then we'll get set up for this bench press. So this is the optimal setup for like just the demos. I ideally won't be like this in class. You guys will just be using the racks and things like that, partnering up, making it fun. But the bench press, what we want to consider is that whenever we line up, we want to try to get the barbell over the bridge of our nose. And then I just like to think the hands outside the shoulder and use these knurlings, not necessarily for a guide as far as hand placement, but a guide as far as equal hand placement, because everybody has a particular style. Most people want to do it just a neutral, like more natural, but some people like to go wide. But just use the knurlings and the spaces on the barbell just to make sure each side is identical. What needs to happen is that feet needs to be into the ground. Shoulders need to be into the bench, and this will create a natural arch, all right? And so do I actually the arch? Like if the shoulders are pulled back into the bench, well then that'll kind of naturally happen. And the better you do it, the more exaggerated that'll be. What we want to avoid, we want to avoid changing shapes as the barbell moves, all right? And so line the barbell to the bridge of my nose, pull my shoulder into that bench, this arch comes up naturally. All right, and so like that, you guys build off of last week. So we got the back squat, we got the front plank, we got this bench press situation happening, and then you guys should have fun doing that. That'll be your strength component. Now your conditioning component will be really simple today. Simple doesn't necessarily mean easy, simple just means simple. We'll grab our rowers per usual on a Monday, and we'll go through some sprints, 50 meters or 75 meters, depending on the type of confidence you have in yourself. And you guys will do that, I think 10 to 12 rounds. Wash, rinse, and repeat. And once you guys get done with that, you guys will be done with class. Go after it, have fun.